Hello everyone. In today's reading, we're going to get some comforting messages for you guys. So this reading is great if that's something you're seeking right now, or if you need a little encouragement. We have 3 cards to choose from today and 3 crystals. So I'll give you a closer look at your crystals. For group 1, this is what we have. And this will be with this card right here. For group 2, this is what we have. And this will be with this card right here. And for group 3, this is what we have. And this will be with this card right here. Okay, so go ahead and see what you're drawn to. Really trust your intuition. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to decide. And as always, timestamps will be in the description. And let's get started. Hello group 1, if you chose this crystal with this card, this is going to be a reading about comforting messages that are meant for you right now. So I don't know what the cards are going to say, but I'm really excited for your group 1, because I feel like we'll have a lot to cover today, and I'm really fascinated by this crystal as well. And this crystal just feels very unique and original. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. I'm not even sure what the name of this crystal is, but right away, group 1, I feel that you are someone who is a trailblazer in your own ways, and I feel that this group is definitely going to be the group where it's kind of like hyping you guys up, because I feel that's something that you may need to hear right now. And the fact that this deck has a crown on it, I definitely feel as though we're going to be reminding you of your essence, so to speak. And yeah, so let's just jump into it and see what else we can get, group 1. So let's take a look at your card first. So we have Shark, swim away from this situation. And now that I'm really thinking about it, this crystal kind of reminds me of like a shark tooth, so to speak, from what I remember it looking like. So group 1, I feel that right now you could be dealing with a situation where maybe you can definitely resonate with the fact that there was certain sharks or toxic people around you that kind of made it hard for you to love yourself. And I feel that this comforting message today could be along the lines of validating your feelings and your needs. Like, this can definitely be a situation, whether it's something you're going through right now or in the recent past, where there could have been a lot of just feeling like you're too sensitive, or as though people are invalidating your feelings, group 1. And I feel that you may see yourself in a way where it's not completely accurate, but in a good way. I feel that at times, group 1, it may have been hard to believe in yourself with all these outside influences that could have made you feel like you weren't good enough. And there's a lot more that I wanted to say before we got into the cards, group 1. So I feel as though this could definitely be along the lines of your voice being something that is pretty significant theme in your life right now. Like, it could feel difficult to express yourself and your needs, especially if there's this fear of other people feeling offended or would be quick to invalidate your needs. So I feel that a comforting message that you could benefit from hearing today is the fact that your voice does matter, Group 1. Even if the sharks that you've been involved with in your life have made you feel as though it wasn't, there's this comforting message that there will be calmer waters and that certain people that made you feel this way, Group 1, they're not going to be a problem. Like, again, it depends on your situation, but I feel that for a lot of you guys, you could just be reflecting on past situations with certain people and feeling nervous to kind of open up and trust again, whether this is romantically or with friends or family. But yeah, let's get into the tarot now and see what else we can get. A lot of you guys could even find that maybe you're kind of forgetful when you're around certain people, or as though you were just fine not too long ago, like you were in a pretty calm and decent mood, but when you're around these people, that's when the doubt could start to creep in. Spirit, can you please describe what other comforting messages does Group 1 need to hear for their highest good, please? Because I kind of find myself being very forgetful. Spirit, what comforting messages does Group 1 need to hear for their highest good, please? Most of all, Group 1, it's not you. That's the big theme that I'm getting here. Like, it's not you, it's not your fault. Like, sometimes people are just going to be who they are, basically. And sometimes there's nothing we could have done to change that. Spirit, what comforting messages does Group 1 hear, please? Some of you guys could have even gotten out of a relationship recently, and you may have even felt as though this is something that held you back, because I'm getting the sense of whatever situation this is, it's something that you may have felt like you've lost a lot of years or time to, especially your youth. And I feel that this can especially apply if these are people that you've known for a really long time, like from your childhood, or just people that you had a history with. Okay, so we have Nine of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, and Knight of Pentacles. And I was also drawn to this deck for you guys because it also has a crown. And I feel that another comforting message that is coming through for you guys is that there's going to be another opportunity coming soon. I'm not sure what the specifics are yet, but it feels like there's a lot of confirmation here, Group 1, that your story isn't over yet. Spirit, what other comforting messages does Group 1 need to hear for their highest good, please? We'll pull. Okay. Spirit, what comforting messages? I'm not taking that one. What comforting messages does Group 1 need to hear right now? Okay, I'll take that one. There's a couple of cards that want to pop out, but I'm not going to take all of them because this deck is kind of, it sticks together. So in case you guys were wondering why I'm not taking certain ones that pop out. Spirit, what comforting messages does group 1 need to hear? Oh my gosh, yes. The throat chakra, it is safe to use my voice and I have a right to speak my truth. You are good enough. Medicine woman, you are a channel for divine healing power. Compassion, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. I feel that another comforting message that you're meant to hear right now, group 1, is that you have such a big heart, and I'm hearing don't change for no one, don't change for anybody, especially those who seriously lack compassion. Like, I feel that a lot of you guys try to understand people's intentions and actions, and I definitely understand that frustration, group 1, but there's this message that it's important not to drive yourself up the wall thinking about this too deeply, because at least in my experience, it leads to more questions than answers. But yeah, the fact that we have throat chakra here definitely confirms what I was channeling for you guys about using your voice. And with this Queen of Swords in reverse, I feel that a lot of you guys could feel nervous or hesitant to do so due to the fear of being perceived as difficult, or, like I said in the beginning, like you're too sensitive. But the only people that are going to think that, group 1, are definitely people who were never going to attempt to understand you anyway, because that was, like, some people just, it's a deep topic, but yeah, group 1, I feel that, especially if you're a feminine watching this and you are afraid to be perceived as even the B word, and if you know, you know, the B word that is often especially said for women who speak their truth. But yeah, group 1, there's essentially, like, there's no pleasing everyone, especially people who were just, I feel like you've dealt with people who were never happy with anything, not just with you, group 1. I feel that these are people who are often very insecure and unfulfilled in their life, so they may often take it out on other people, or they may often project their insecurities out into the world. And there's this comforting message that that's not your burden to carry, that's not your responsibility. And I feel that this can especially go for those of you guys who have really big goals in life, especially with this Knight of Pentacles. Like, you could feel as though it's like your path looks a little uncertain, or as though you're not sure how you're going to reach certain goals and dreams that you have. And there's this comforting message as well, group 1, especially if you're recovering from an unhealthy relationship or healing from whatever difficult situation that you've been through, that a lot of times it takes a lot of patience and time. And there's a sense of, you could have very unique situations that you've gone through, group 1, that some people just won't be able to relate to. And maybe in this reading, I won't be able to give all the messages that you need because of that reason. But yeah, the significance of this is the fact that it's going to be important not to compare your path to others right now, especially if you are coming out of a difficult situation, because I feel that a lot of you guys are still healing from this, and it's okay to take it easy and be kind to yourself, even if this is easier said than done sometimes. But yeah, group 1, you are good enough. You are worthy of better opportunities and growth, and your past does not define your future. I feel that some of you guys could benefit from hearing that right now. And with this medicine woman, I feel that a lot of you guys are also very spiritually gifted, and this could feel more like a curse than a gift sometimes, and I say that a lot on my channel. But yeah, group one, I feel that you are able to really reflect deeply on very important matters that a lot of people don't. I feel that there's this comforting message that you're doing the hard work when it comes to the inner work. And trust me, not a lot of people do this, group one, not enough people do this. I feel that you have faced your shadow and have really reflected on certain subconscious beliefs when it comes to your identity and your relationship with other people and how you go about this world. And there's also this message that it's okay to take the time you need, group one, if you need to go into hermit mode right now. I'm also getting that you don't owe anybody anything, and that's a pretty big message. But yeah, there's this theme of taking some pressure off of yourself, group one, because I feel that right now you could be dealing with a lot of things, emotionally, as well as certain situations and environments that you're in right now. I feel that a lot of you guys are in a transition phase, and I feel that now is a good time to really pay attention to your energy levels and nurture yourself. Spirit, can we please get more on the Nine of Wands in reverse? What comforting messages does group one need to hear? This Knight of Wands in reverse, please. Yeah, group one, if you have in the past have had to really put your foot down in ways that may not have been pleasant in your eyes, like if you had to really tell someone off or defend yourself in any way, I feel like there's this comforting message that, again, you're not a bad person for doing so, and you have every right to defend yourself just as much as anybody else does. And with this Queen of Wands, I feel that you guys are just so vibrant and full of life that you may not even be able to recognize this because of the fact that you just dealt with really difficult people who did not give you a safe place to express that. A lot of you guys could also have Leo placements, but it doesn't have to resonate. And also Cancer, I'm getting Cancer. And yeah, on the back of the deck we have Six of Cups, so there's definitely this message about your past, group one, and kind of healing from that, and that it's okay if it's not an overnight success. There may be certain things where you feel as though you should have gotten over it by now, but there's this comforting message that healing isn't linear. I think that's the expression. Like, it's not as simple as we'd like it to be. And sometimes we have off days, sometimes we get in our head. Spirit, can we please get more on the Knight of Pentacles? What comforting messages does group one need to hear with this Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, I feel that a lot of you guys could also be have other priorities or obligations right now that kind of make it hard for you to have time to nurture yourself. Or I feel that a lot of you guys could be really busy right now, or having a lot on your schedule. Like, you could be very on the go right now, And I'm also getting some of you guys could be moving or wanting to relocate because of a certain situation, or just because you're ready for something new. And I feel that a lot of you guys could feel as though your dreams were crushed, but with this Knight of Cups in reverse and this Knight of Pentacles, it just feels as though right now a lot of you guys could feel like you have to focus on more tangible things instead of what your heart is calling you towards. Some of you may also be working overtime or really having workaholic tendencies because of this. And when I said workaholic, I almost said alcoholic. And with that being said, I feel that some of you guys could also be healing from a certain addiction or substance. And this could be something that maybe you felt certain temptations by at times, like one day maybe you had a glass of wine and you felt guilty. If alcohol is something that has affected you, group one, and that won't resonate with everyone. And I feel that we're getting really deep here, so if this gets to be a little too much or a little triggering, it's okay if you don't want to watch anymore. Of course it's important to protect your peace and your energy, but I'm kind of just wanting to confirm this for those of you guys who would find it helpful. But yeah, I feel that a lot of you guys could have fear about repeating the past or falling back into old patterns. But there's this comforting message, group one, that you're doing better than you think, and to give yourself more credit. And I feel that you guys are really good at long-term gratification, over short-term gratification. And when it comes to long-term gratification, it's something that can definitely test you at times. So for example, if you want to have a fitness routine and it's something that definitely takes time to see results, and there could be days where you slack on this or don't do it as much, and then there's this guilt that comes in, just to name another example. But group one, you're doing better than you think. You made more progress than you think, and it's okay if you have off days. I feel like that's a big message here as well. Rome wasn't built in a day. Spirit, what other guidance would you like to share with group one when it comes to their healing journey right now, please? Okay, so we have Temperance in reverse, and I asked about your healing journey, group one. So yeah, this kind of reminds me of what I was talking about with, and on the back we have Two of Cups, so definitely there's this focus on your connections or people that you've been dealing with, group one. So I feel that there's a couple messages within this. First of all, yes, it's okay if you have off days, or if some days are harder than others. It doesn't mean you're failing or you're going backwards, group one. And I feel that this message is also about certain people's energies throwing you off or making you feel unbalanced. Like that could be a good thing to focus on right now, group one, and really stand true to your boundaries with. And again, you're not a bad person for doing so. But I also want to ask more about what opportunity is coming towards you. And then we'll wrap up the reading, group 1. Spirit, can you please describe what opportunity can group 1 expect next on their path, please? So we have 8 of Swords and the Wheel in reverse. So I feel that this next opportunity that's coming towards you, group 1, seems like the final stretch to finally releasing something that's been making you feel trapped. And I feel that this is meant to show you, this is meant to remind you of something that, of a certain dream or goal you have. It seems like returning to your roots in some way. Like this can, for example, if you're a certain age, like if you're 30 and feel called to go back to school or college but feel like it's too late, this could be your message that it's never too late. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late to have a second chance at life, group 1. But yeah, with this 8 of Swords and this Wheel and the reverse, I feel that there's not a lot of specifics about this opportunity, but I feel that something to keep in mind moving forward is that, again, it feels like a final stretch, so you may find that there is still a little discomfort here and there, but it feels like tying up loose ends and finally getting to where you need to be. But overall, group 1, I feel like there's this message that you're stronger than you give yourself credit for, and your goals and your dreams are possible, and they're waiting for you, and to keep going. Alright, group 1, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, group 2. If you chose this crystal with this card, this is going to be a reading about what comforting messages do you need to hear right now. Right away, I'm already getting a message for you guys. I feel that your spirit guides want to thank you for your kindness in whatever way that you express it. I feel that a lot of you guys could express this through sharing your kindness with strangers, animals, your loved ones. And some of you may also be in a field, a career field where you're helping people, or that is something that is a big dream of yours. And yeah, so far, group 2, I feel that your spirit guides are really proud of you, and they really appreciate how you have such a good soul. And I feel that other people are also noticing this about you, whether they communicate this to you or not. I feel that you've already made such an impact on the life forms on this planet, and that's a big message that's coming through. And I feel that it can be in small gestures or grand gestures, whatever the case may be, group 2. I feel that you have definitely made your impact so far in this lifetime, and you have a lot to be proud of. And I haven't even gotten into the cards yet, but I feel like we'll have a lot to cover today, and maybe some different kind of topics that will want to come through. But starting off, I wanted to say that because I feel that a lot of you guys could identify as old souls, or just have always been the type of person who just seem to know what life is all about. I feel that authenticity could have always come pretty naturally to you, even if you have your doubts sometimes, or even if the path wasn't always easy for you. It feels like you have something about you that is very special, group 2, and something that deserves to be recognized today. But yeah, let's get into the cards and see what else we can get. So we have journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready When the time comes, pack your passport now. So this could even be describing the fact that you guys are about to be prepared for a new start or something new and exciting in your life. And I feel that in particular, you guys could even be getting some form of recognition, because there's something quite humble about you guys, where I feel that the next phase in your life is going to be one where you're going to receive the fruits of your labor. And now that I think about it, I was also drawn to this deck for you guys, and this is called the Good Karma deck. And with that being said, I feel that you guys are attracting a lot of good karma, and you know, there's different opinions about the concept of karma, which is okay, but as a whole, group 2, I feel that you are attracting a lot of blessings, and this can be something that comes off as kind of a surprise or something that maybe you're going to be very humble about. But yeah, I feel that the way you guys express your kindness, it's not because you expect anything in return. It's not because you're expecting good karma back. It's just the person that you are. But it's okay to be proud of this, group 2. It's okay to be proud of the person that you are and celebrate yourself. Let's see what other, sorry if I keep saying I said that a lot lately. Spirit, what other comforting messages would you like to share with group 2? And there's also something about new opportunities coming towards you, group 2, that may be out of your comfort zone or may require you to have to say goodbye to people, even if it's just temporarily. It feels like some kind of life adjustment, but we'll come back to that. Spirit, what comforting messages would you like to share with group 2, please? Can you something about a movie? I'm not sure what this means. Like maybe you guys are into filmmaking, but it doesn't have to resonate. But I'm also getting this message that you guys have such a unique life in some way that it could even be made into a movie or a book and people would be really interested in it. And I feel that there's just a lot of excitement coming through that it's kind of hard for me to stay grounded here. So I apologize if it seems like I'm bouncing off the walls or something, group 2. But I want to start with this 10 of coins in reverse. So I feel that a lot of you guys could even relate to the fact that you've had more humble beginnings in life. Like maybe you can understand what it's like to go without or have to struggle in life, and that could be why you have such a awareness of how important it is to treat others with kindness and respect, no matter what their life situation is. You have so much empathy, group 2, and it is really showing here. But yeah, we have the Hierophant here as well. So this tells me that, again, you guys could have a certain kind of belief system that has always come naturally to you, to the point where not everyone may have responded well to it. And this reminds me of my last video. I said something about the people that don't know themselves are going to be really intimidated or confused by people who do. So that could be a message that you can relate to, group 2, when it comes to certain people that you've encountered in this life so far. And with this Magician in reverse, I feel that some of you guys could even have certain spiritual practices that you do for the good of all, like for the good of the planet, or some of you guys could have, like, you do manifestations or spells for the good of other people. I don't know why that message is coming through, but if it resonates, you can go ahead and take it. Yeah, group 2, I'm going to go ahead and pull the other cards, and I'll be right back because there are a couple other cards I want to pull today, but I want to kind of save some time and really focus on the other messages that want to come through, so I'll be right back. Okay, group 2, I pulled the rest of the cards, and this is what we have today. So I want to go ahead and jump to this dietary change card. So, a lot of you guys could even, this could be confirmation for you guys that if you have a certain intolerance or a food allergy, that could be something to focus on, or something that could be affecting your energy levels. And for a lot of you guys, I feel like this could be caffeine, caffeine, because I find myself feeling kind of jittery and as though I'm kind of restless. So with this is a comforting message in the fact that it could bring you more comfort and feeling more grounded by doing this. But I feel like this is also metaphorical as well, group 2. When it comes to certain situations in your life, or making certain changes to help elevate you and prepare you for this next phase in your life. And we also have what does not fit must go. Synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. And magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Okay, so group 2, there's definitely something very magical about you, and something that is meant to be embraced to the fullest extent at this time. And again, I feel like you have good opportunities coming towards you. And this feels like something that you may not necessarily be open to at first, but there's this message that it's safe to trust that. It's safe to trust your intuition and take that leap of faith. And most of all, I feel that a lot of you guys have had to learn how to regulate your nervous system. I don't know what this message is about, but it seems like there's more than meets the eye when it comes to you, group 2. Like, I feel that a lot of people are really drawn to you and find you very magnetic, but they may not realize how much work you've had to do to get this way. Even if in the beginning I mentioned that this could be something that comes pretty naturally to you, but at the same time, yeah, there could have been certain challenges on your path that could have raised doubts, but I think people don't know what it took for you to get back to the person that you were always meant to be. And this definitely deserves recognition, group 2. And yeah, with this Magician, I feel that a lot of you guys could be frustrated with a certain manifestation. You may feel as though it's not coming in, or you could be wondering if you did something wrong. And I feel that there's this comforting message that everything, on the back of this deck we have everything's okay. I feel like there's a plan here, group 2, and it's in motion, and you can expect it to move forward. And I want to show you guys the back of these decks as well. Protect your dreams. Hello from heaven. And the Hermit in reverse. So I feel that a lot of you guys may not necessarily give yourself the kindness that you give to others. There could be a lot of things that you keep to yourself or feel as though you don't want to be a burden to people. But group 2, I feel like there's this message that you deserve love, you deserve a listening ear, just like you do with everyone else. But yeah, I feel that a lot of you guys could identify as very spiritual, like you could have been deeply into spirituality for years now. But if not, I feel that you're still pretty connected to spirit and your spirit guides. There's this comforting message, group 2, that you do things with intention and love, and this is so powerful, and it's really showing up today. But as far as what needs to happen next, I feel that you may already be aware of these things, especially with the synchronicity card. I feel that you guys are already pretty aware of what the signs are telling you, but this could be confirmation that, again, it's safe to trust that. And I feel that a lot of your spirit guides could, a lot of you guys' spirit guides could connect with you through magical things like fairy tale or mystical things like that. So that could be a good synchronicity to look out for. I feel that these are things that may be something that you're very interested in and is most likely to capture your attention, group 2. So I feel that when your spirit guides send you signs, they're going to be very obvious. And yeah, I feel that a lot of you are pretty confident in your intuition or know the signs when they present themselves to you. So I feel like there's this comforting message that you're very spiritually gifted and very in tune with that. And I feel like you guys have a big mission here in this lifetime, and you've already done so much, even if you don't think so. And with this hello from heaven, this could definitely resonate if there's a certain past loved one that really motivates you guys to go after your goals. But as a whole, I feel like this is guidance that, well, not guidance, a message that you're very connected to spirit. And you could benefit from even practicing mediumship or just tapping into your intuition even more. This can even be something where you're helping other people to do so, or relaying certain messages for them, like being a tarot reader, for example. But yeah, as far as what does not fit must go, I'm not getting a very strong message about this. It just seems like a heads up and something you guys could already be aware of. But also a tip for this next phase in your life, group 2, that it's going to be exciting and new, but also a little intimidating or out of your comfort zone, but something that can be very fruitful. And with this 10 of coins in reverse, a lot of you guys could, I feel like you guys are just so humble, you don't even realize what's on the other side, like how many opportunities are waiting for you. And I'm getting that this is something that will take a complete 180 on your life, but in the best way. I really don't know what this is, group 2, so this can resonate if you are pursuing something in particular right now, but there's also something kind of unfamiliar here, and as though something you're not expecting. And also, I feel that a lot of you guys could encounter envy, whether this is throughout your life or specifically when it comes to this next phase in your life or this new beginning, because yeah, like I said, you have a big mission here, group 2, and this could even be something career related, because this kind of reminds me of group 4 in my last reading about what career is meant for you. So that could be helpful for you guys, but of course trust your intuition. But I feel that a lot of these comforting messages today relate to your actions, group 2, your intentions, and how powerful this is, and how your spirit guides and other people do notice this and find it very inspiring. And I feel that a lot of your actions and changes that you make in your life can also be very healing to your ancestral line as well. Spirit, what other comforting messages? Spirit, what other comforting messages would you like to share with group 2? Okay, so we have 9 of Wands. So I feel that, yeah, you guys may be kind of hesitant right now or doubtful. There's something here about maybe you feel like you're not feeling like your usual self, group 2. And I feel like this is especially for those of you guys who are definitely in between certain changes in your life. It feels like a lot of you guys could already be adjusting to certain changes, and it could just feel very intimidating. But yeah, I keep coming back to this message about you guys having a big mission here, and that it's something that feels like a quest. It's something that you're meant to get reward from, for sure, group 2. And I feel that a lot of you guys take the road less traveled by, and this is something that you take the road less traveled by in different ways, but it seems like sometimes you could feel as though you question if it was the right thing to do, or if you're dreaming too big. But I feel like that's not the case here, group 2. And with this King of Wands, I feel that you're a natural leader in a lot of ways. And I feel that there's this comforting message that, like, I'm getting, you know what to do, or you know what's best for you. Some of you guys could also have prominent Aries placements, especially Aries Mars. Yeah, group 2, I know I rambled on a lot, but essentially, yeah, it's okay to get excited. It's okay to celebrate yourself because you earned it. And you have a lot to be proud of. And let nothing stop you on the way to success or on the way to this new beginning. I'm getting to take what's rightfully yours. There's kind of like this fierce energy coming through, group 2. And this may be something that you're not used to. But it's okay to brag a little bit. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's okay to just acknowledge your accomplishments or the actions that you took so far to get to where you are, or to find yourself again, because it is not easy work. And I feel that whatever it is that you've put your energy towards, either now or in the recent past, it's something that was not easy and deserves to be recognized, for sure. Okay, group 2, that's what I have for you today, and thank you so much. Hello, group 3. If you chose this crystal with this card, this is going to be a reading about comforting messages that are meant for you at whatever time that you're watching this video. So let's get started and see what the card says. So we have resilience, rise above tribulations. Here, what comforting messages would you like to share with group 1 for their highest good, please? What comforting messages would you like to share with group 1, please? Okay, grade 3, so we'll start here and see what we're working with. So I want to acknowledge first that in the previous piles, I was able to channel pretty quickly, and when it comes to your pile, as you can see, it was kind of quiet. I didn't really feel guided to say too much as I was shuffling. So I feel that this can resonate for those of you guys who have been more in a hermit mode, or as though you're looking within when it comes to certain obstacles and challenges that could be going on in your life right now, things that could be testing you and your strength. And it seems like you guys could be retreating or kind of keeping to yourself at this time due to the fact that you could be kind of overwhelmed with your environment, other people, your emotions. There's kind of a distant energy coming through with this pile. But I feel that your comforting message today, group 3, is that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And as I was shuffling for the star card here, as you can see, it did take me some time. So I feel that you guys could be on a healing journey right now. You could be very aware of this and trying to address what has been heavy on your heart. But the fact that it came out kind of slowly tells me that this is something that, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but you're reaching this light at the end of the tunnel, group 3, and I feel that it's been a long journey for you regarding this, and something that you put a lot of work into. I feel like you made a lot of sacrifices when it comes to your healing journey. A lot of you guys could have started out with small things like social media detoxing or things like that, things that seem like small steps but really do matter in the grand scheme of things. And I feel like this comforting message that is coming through today for you, group 3, is to keep going. And the 8 of Crystals here tells me that there's something that is coming towards you that is meant to motivate you, something that is meant to make you feel like yourself again. And this image here is really standing out to me. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you may even find that you're being redirected towards something else that is meant to, again, like uplift your spirits, do something for you. And I feel like you guys could also be focused on a lot of big life goals right now, or things that maybe require you to have a more serious approach, or this could be something that you feel pressured to have a more serious approach on. But it feels like whatever is coming towards you next is meant to give you comfort and safety and give your mind a piece of rest. And on the back of this deck we have Ace of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you guys could be dealing with blockages of the mind right now, and it could just feel very heavy, and my heart really goes out to you guys. But yeah, I just feel like you guys are really deeply reflecting on a lot of things right now while you're trying to balance certain things in your life. And I feel that this deserves more recognition, group 3. Let's get some more cards. But yeah, if it ever gets to be too slow, group 3, you can go ahead and look in the description for directions on how to speed up this video. But I really feel guided to really not rush into things with this pile. And I feel that that could be a significant message for you guys and what's coming towards you next. That it may be time to slow down or really just take some pressure off of yourself. And a lot of you guys could have even been drawn to another pile because I am seeing similar themes here as well. Spirit, what other comforting messages would you like to share with group 3? Here's something about a higher point of view, so you guys could be feeling really connected to your higher self, or this could be something that you're receiving signs about. So we have rock bottom, must persevere and face life head on. I'll just read the titles. Rock bottom, Polarian, and envy. And then we'll pull from this deck. Some of you guys could feel very indecisive as well and feel like very overwhelmed with choice and this concept of making the wrong choice. This deck. This deck is a little stubborn. I had this problem in the last pile, group 3, so I apologize, but it kind of sticks together. So I apologize if you're seeing like a bunch of messages right now. But I'm only taking the ones that pop out. Spirit, what comforting messages would you like to share with group 3? Like there could be at times where you feel drawn to make a certain choice but then want to back out of it and do something else. That could be something that you're dealing with right now. And we'll get a couple more from this. The number 3 could be significant. This could be something that you guys are seeing as a synchronicity. And also 8, because both of these are 8. Spirit, what other comforting messages would you like to share with group 3, please? Oh my gosh, choices. Make the best choices. And creative wonderment. Follow your passion. Yeah, group 3, my heart definitely goes out to you because I find myself kind of feeling indecisive myself with how I should approach this reading because I feel pulled in all kinds of directions, and you could be feeling the same way right now when it comes to certain choices in your life or certain things that you're reflecting on right now. But yeah, with this rock bottom, this could just be validating certain feelings that you have. It doesn't mean that this is the comforting message, group 3. Just the fact that you're trying your best with the circumstances that you're currently dealing with, and that's okay. Okay, so we have the next song you hear has a message for you. So this could be a nice synchronicity to look out for, group 3, when it comes to a specific sign. I don't know what this could be about. It could just be encouragement. Others are inspired by you. And this reminds me of the envy card here. So I feel that if you guys are dealing with difficult people or feeling afraid to share your most authentic self with others, I feel that it's okay to feel that way. And also there's this gentle reminder that it could just be the fact that people are envious of your authenticity and what you have to offer. It doesn't mean that you should feel pressure to hide yourself or give up. And when you're going through it, it does feel kind of hard to believe. And we also have spiritual practice, automatic writing. So this could be a nice practice for you guys, especially when it comes to any confusion regarding decision making, or I feel that you guys just could really benefit from having an outlet of some sort. And this could be through journaling, but there's this comforting message, group 3, but that you don't have to keep it all in your head. Like, you guys could be my fellow air signs, so you could have prominent Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius placements, especially if your moon sign is an air sign, because this could give you a closer look at a good way to express yourself emotionally when it comes to certain outlets. Spirit, can you please describe what are the best steps for a group 3 to take right now on their path? And a lot of you guys could have creative passions or could feel really drawn to express yourself more and share that with others in some way. And there could be a lot of fear revolving around this as well. And I feel that right now, group 3, you could be trying to protect yourself in ways that maybe you know aren't really aligned with you. Like, you could feel like you want to take a leap of faith, but really it's something that feels kind of scary sometimes. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, so when it comes to what steps to take next, group 3, I feel that this 10 of Cups here is asking you to remember your dreams, what fills your cup. And I feel that a lot of you guys could really be wanting a sense of community or seeking support in some way. I feel that a lot of you have had to go it alone. You could identify as a lone wolf, or as though maybe you feel like you had to settle for this, but really deep down you were seeking something more meaningful. And even if you do identify, for example, as an introvert, you could still seek a friend group or your sense of community. Like, it's okay to feel that way, group 3. You can have your alone time and really recharge your energy while also having a sense of community and people that won't take from you or drain you, so to speak. Because I feel like you guys have dealt with a lot of people who just didn't appreciate you in the way that you deserve, and this could have resulted in a lot of fears or subconscious beliefs about giving yourself to other opportunities. Spirit, can you please describe more about what is group 3's main concern or worry right now? I feel like you guys may not really like to talk about your problems or try to suppress it as much as you can, because I'm constantly feeling blocked in this reading and as though I'm not really getting too much messages. But let's get more information. Spirit, can you please describe what is group 3's main concern or worry? Can you please describe more about this? 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, group 3. you could be dealing with really intense emotions right now and just trying your best to get through the day. And with this Ten of Swords in reverse, I feel that I'd even go as far as to say that you could be trying to get yourself out of a depression. And I feel like we're going to get pretty deep now, so if this is triggering or if you don't want to hear this message, you can go ahead and not watch. It's okay, because I had this come up in group 2, but I do want to validate this for those of you who may find it helpful. If you do resonate with the fact that you're trying to get out of a depression, it's very important to not push yourself more than you're able to handle, group 3. It's okay if you do need to retreat or if you do need to be by yourself, because there's this important comforting message as well, group 3, that these other opportunities will be there. They're not going away. And I feel that this can definitely apply to those of you guys who are already working hard on something but feel tested by it, or as though, like, a lot of you guys could feel as though your mental health is getting in the way. That's a message that I'm getting here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it all out there at this point, because I feel like it's important to acknowledge. And yeah, I feel that a lot of you guys could be dealing with the physical side of depression. Like, some of you guys could feel like you're in bed more, like you feel like you're exhausted or have to rest more, and that's okay. And I'm not just saying this in a lighthearted way, group 3, and I'm not going to invalidate anything that you're going through right now, and that isn't my intention at all in this reading. But yeah, I just wanted to validate that for you guys if that's something you're going through. Especially when it comes to, yeah, I feel like you guys are feeling this in your physical body, and your energy levels could just be very, like, you could resonate with the fact that it's on low battery and you're just like on autopilot. That's what I would describe this as. And you may feel as though you have to really protect your energy at this point, group 3, because of the fact that you may resonate with the fact that you may feel like you can't handle another obstacle or challenge because it's just too heavy to deal with. But yeah, I want to get more on to the comforting messages, so I apologize if it's been kind of all over the place so far, group 3. But yeah, I feel like I just really want to validate anything that you're going through right now, and that if people are not being very nice to you, group 3, I feel like there's this comforting message that you are loved by a lot of other people. People do admire you, look up to you. And there may be this fear of being perceived and people seeing you at your most vulnerable. That could be a big thing that you're worried about as well, group 3. Whether this is like in your career or whatever situation in your life where you feel as though you have to really mask who you are. And I feel like this is just kind of putting a lot of pressure on you, group 3. But yeah, I want to come back to this message about certain outlets right now. I feel that journaling or music could be a great outlet for you right now, group 3. And there's this message that the simple things can bring a lot of comfort, as cheesy as it may sound. Because there's this sense of needing to ground yourself or allow yourself permission to really indulge in self-care. And when it comes to depression, self-care is like, okay, sure, but it's not something that is a cure-all. I definitely understand that, group 3, and that's not something that I'm trying to say. Spirit, what other comforting messages would you like to share with group 3, please? But yeah, group 3, besides all that, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's okay if you don't believe it right now. But I feel that this is the comforting message that is meant to come through today. Okay, so we have divine mystery and creative potential. So I feel like a lot of you guys could also have fear of the unknown, or be in a period of your life where there's a lot of uncertainty, and a lot of you guys could feel pressured to always be 10 steps ahead. But in this case, group 3, I feel like there's this comforting message that you don't have to be. And I feel like there's already some kind of foundation that you've set for yourself that is already in motion, but you could feel as though your work is never done, or as though there's always something you have to do. But it's okay to take a break from that, whatever this may be. And we have creative potential once again, so I feel that a lot of you guys are very creative in whatever way this means to you. This can definitely be for those of you who are pursuing a creative venture, and this could be something that's pretty competitive as well. So this could be something that kind of feels intimidating at times. But there's this message, group 3, that it'll be there when you come back. A lot of you guys could feel like you need a break, or really need to focus on your well-being, and that's okay. That's definitely okay, group 3. And with these choices, I feel that a lot of you guys have already made, again, you set up some kind of foundation for yourself so that you can turn away from something for whatever. If we're using career as an example, group 3, yeah, it feels like you already have a pretty stable foundation in whatever career this is, but it could just be something that you just feel burnt out by, and that's okay to acknowledge. And that doesn't mean that you're a failure, or because you can't keep up with it all the time that you should quit, or that it's not, that a certain opportunity isn't meant for you. That's not what this is saying, group 3. What's meant for you will find you, even if you have to take a step back or focus on yourself, group 3. But yeah, that was kind of all over the place, but I hope this was somewhat comforting for whoever needs it. And you'll get through this, group 3. Again, you don't have to believe it right now, it's okay. But I feel like there's this comforting message that there are calmer waters, and it's okay to do what you feel is best for you. You're not going to miss out on the opportunities that are meant for you if you do this. And yeah, thank you so much, group 3. I wish you the best, and again, my heart really goes out to you at this time. And yeah, bye.